Well, actually, Cecil, you are one of the first to stir, so I'll let you have.
Well, let's see. I'd be awake in my tree, and I'd look around to see. I'm probably not expecting to wake up normally. So, I probably would not have expected to wake up normally, so that's a bit of a surprise.
Are you looking at the party?
I mean, I haven't looked at them yet,
Okay,
but I'm
just
about
make-
to. So let's just say yes, I did.
So you do notice that everybody is still asleep, except for Ivan, who is awake.
And they're
and
all
is
at the same camp,
Yep,
which means something happened.
potentially.
Yeah, so I guess I'll hop down from my tree and walk over to Ivan.
Acrobatic.
Yeah, watch this.
So you don't outright stumble, but it's definitely not as solid of a landing as you would have. Thankfully, it's only Ivan that's awake, and he seems to be more absorbed in his whittling to actually bother with looking up.
Okay. If everybody's the same party, that means either A, they didn't do what I asked them to, or B, something happened. So I'm gonna, do a vague examination over the people sleeping to see if anything seems like. Are they covered in bits? Can I see dead goblins nearby?
The goblins are actually still in the some of the goblins are at the other camp, and some of them are still in the tree, so you'd have to
Well, I'd be looking for blood on the people then.
roll perception. I don't remember if you guys had said, but I believe, Grom, you left blood on your clothes.
What?
Like, did you guys clean up after the fight, like after the encounter?
We would have.
Nothing
Yeah.
got on me.
So, with the perception, you are looking. It doesn't seem to be any blood on the party. However, there does seem to be some trails running from the forest. As I mean, you guys were cutting off their ears, and Torash did, brutally mutilate 3 of them.
Gosh. All
So
right.
you do see some blood, but nothing on the party.
So I could assume something happened, but I'm not sure what, so I guess I'll just go looking for my traps now.
Alright, so I've decided on how I want to do this. Because you did not hide them, I will get perception for the... I'm going to get you to just roll 2 perception checks for the traps on both sides, and then depending on that value, investigations with differing... So give me a perception. Or actually, no, sorry, this is survival. My bad. It would be survival.
Good, because that was a bad roll. Fuck.
Nice.
As far as you're aware, they're gone, man. They're gone. You know that they're in the general area of somewhere over there, so I guess you can give me an investigation check. Alright, so you stumble around for a little bit, and you do manage to locate, past a few of the goblin corpses, you do manage to locate the one down there. Like, you managed to locate that trap, so you can dismantle.
Alright, so...
And as you're the one who built them, it's... If you can give me a survival with advantage. Yep, no, you managed to disable that one pretty easily. But the other one is exceptionally well hidden, and you just can't seem...
Hey, Cody, I have a question. How do I disarm a trap that only rings?
I'm not saying disarming, you're dismantling. So untying the string and taking the bell off. Whereas, if I was going based on the amount of survival you had, you could have triggered it. So the investigation is more so to actually find it, and the survival is to pick it up without absolutely wrecking.
Alright, so I got another bell.
You got a bell, your rope, and the 2 darts back.
Okay, so
You essentially have that trap deconstructed now. And with the 7 survival, again, it's hard to locate, so I'll get you to give me another investment. Alright, so this one you actually managed to locate both. And I will get 2 survival checks at advantage. So the second one is the second trap is the 16 down there. You managed to disarm that one, or you managed to dismantle that one fairly easily, no difficulty there. But the 19 comes out a little rough, and in your attempts to untie the rope or untie the string, you accidentally bend the dart and it snaps. So you have lost the string on that one, but you still have the darts and the bell. 6 sets of spikes, 3 bells, and the 2 lengths. The other trap is just, as far as you know, it's gone.
Just making adjustments to my inventory. Okay. Wonderful. I've lost some of the... I'll have to ask those assholes. And then I said I found goblin corpses over on the other side, right?
You found goblin corpses. All of the ones that you could see already had the ears cut off, and the ones that... And there were some that looked like they were... That was Torash's handiwork.
Great. Alright, I'm gonna drag the corpses and line them up right around here.
Alright.
We can do 2 at a time. Easy, they're goblins. Maybe 3 if I'm feeling strong.
You can do 2, and you actually do find one that's a little bit more armored, but because of the amount of beating that he took, the armor is in.
It's goblin armor, it wouldn't fit anyway.
Well, yeah, it's still, actually, give me an investment, because you specifically said you wanted to move these goblins. Okay, so it's hard to make out, but as you grab the goblin in armor and you start sliding him, you do see that in the his head kind of rolls, and on the where the label is in shirts type thing, there's an anvil with a hammer striking it, and 3 sparks coming off it. It's sort of an armorsmith's symbol.
Okay, like a brand logo, kinda.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, if I can't find... I guess I'm looking for goblins now at this point, and maybe hoping somebody will wake up?
At this point, I mean, you would have waken up not too much longer, not too much before everybody else. But as I did say, Ivan was already awake. He was just sitting down under the tree. So as you finish dragging the goblins back, looking for the traps eats up a lot of your time. But as you finish dragging the last of the goblins that you can find, you got all 10. Everybody else begins to stir. So
one little thing I just remembered: it wouldn't be 10 goblins because one of them got eaten.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
I ate one, and I kept the second one to eat it later.
Yeah, so you actually, you do technically find 9 goblins, but one of them is really close to Thrud.
Alright, I'm assuming Thrud's just barely awake at this point, so I'll leave that be, since I saw what he did to Grom.
Alright. So yeah, everybody else begins to wake up at this point. As you guys stir awake, you do see that the goblins have been moved, in your early morning grogginess, you do see that the goblins have been moved, and that Cecil is doing whatever Cecil is doing. The goblins are currently, as he said, over here. And you do see Ivan sitting awake, kind of just whittling.
I would ask Ivan what the heck was happening, but he's not actually here. Damn it.
I mean, I'm here.
Oh, where have you been, Cecil? You missed the fun.
I did miss something.
That moment, just as you say, where were you at, Ivan is going to stop whittling, look up, he slept in the tree the entire night, and go back to his whittling.
You lazy jackass!
Well, why'd nobody wake me up?
I mean, I was in the other camp.
Well, I'm pretty sure Torash saw me walk off to the tree where I was stationed at before. But
Torash has no such recollection.
of course you don't.
Yeah, man, I really could have helped us out. We could have used you, but whatever.
I'm sure you could have. I mean, everybody's still here, and I found a bunch of goblin corpses in the woods, so I mean, it would have been a marginal difference.
Did you enjoy your sleep at least?
Yeah, the trees here are
Exactly.
pretty comfy. What the fuck's that supposed to mean, Zealous?
Didn't even hear what he said.
Never mind, Sleeping Beauty. Did you get a good nap at least?
It just said, yes, go shut up and do something perverted.
Way ahead of you.
Literally doing that little motion of like just sticking my finger up, trying to want to say something. It's like, never.
Got something to say, little man?
No, you do you. You have weirdo. Too fun.
So, as you guys are, I guess, currently bickering with each other, you do see a few of the townsfolk start moving towards the tree line, and noticing that you're all sitting there, they kind of approach cautiously, and they, from a distance, "What are you doing on our land?
What are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing in my swamp?"
I'm gonna let's say I'm carrying goblin corpses at this point.
You had said you already lined them up.
Well, then I'm gonna walk over to them, grab one by the ankle, and say this, and I'm gonna swing the goblin corpse up and show
Well,
them.
strength check.
Well,
What?
we did that.
Give me a strength check. Dragging goblins is not a huge issue, but lifting one over your head is...
I'm bringing it in the air. I'm not gonna fucking yeet it. That's the strength
You
save.
sure are.
You managed to get him up, like, essentially standing, but that's as far as he goes.
Well, I can say that we did that. He didn't, but the rest of us did.
I mean, I was just gonna call back loudly and say, "We got your goblins."
We took care of the goblin problem.
Anna, please do that voice.
What?
Oh, is it safe to come back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Can we start work?
Work.
Give that a tentative yes.
Alright? And then he's gonna yell back to, "Hey boys! We can keep going!"
I just kind of say, like, I kind of, like, just look to the party and go, "We still haven't found the panther."
It's fine.
We
I
need the
don't
meat.
think it's in the fields.
Are you sure that's gonna be fine?
Listen,
I
we have to
don't-
go back, get the bait, come back. Well, fuck, we gotta go talk to the wizardy boy.
Give ears to the man.
Yes, that. As I say, like pointing up to
Fair
him.
point. Fair point, little one. Let's go.
Oh, right, we're getting paid off goblin ears. Oh, that's why I lined up all these bodies. Hey, before you give that guy a jar of ears. Wait, how many do you collect anyway? Some of these don't look very good quality.
I just remember that Anna
I gave
and...
you one. No, I gave you one pair because I had two.
Yeah, you gave me a pair, and then I think you had 3 pairs, and then you gave me one of them.
No, I had 2 pairs. I gave you one.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
I have one pair, but I mangled up another one.
I too have a pair of goblin ears.
We all have goblin ears. It's wonderful. But there's some of them are
believe-
messed up.
I believe Thrud had a few pairs.
I
He did.
gave them to. I think I gave them to Grom.
I thought you gave him to Torash.
Yeah, you gave them to someone else.
Oh yeah, it was Torash. I think.
Yeah, it was definitely Torash.
Yeah, you gave your ears away so you could be free to get your snack on.
And not eat the ears that we needed.
So Torash has, I think, 2 pairs of ears then.
Yeah.
Grom, do you have a pair of ears?
I have one. I gave a second pair to Zealous. Narb has one. Alex has one. Pair.
So
then.
that's total. So it's a total of 6 pairs. Because Torash mangled 3, and then Thrud mangled, and then somebody Narb mangled.
I think it was
mangled
Narb.
one set of ears. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys ended up mangling 4 sets of ears.
Ooh.
I thought we just didn't get one pair because we exploded the guy's head.
We did explode one.
That's the one that because you guys had 6 pairs of ears.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We'll just say that. Because I've forgotten to look. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, no.
So, yeah, so with your guys' with the full party awake, you guys can start making your way back to Scryer Dan. He's not too far away.
Okay, wait. So we got 6 pairs of ears, but I've got 9 corpses.
That's something to talk to Dan about.
You know what? I think we should skip talking to Dan about this. I think we should all drag a pair of corpses into his front lawn.
That's rude.
Don't
It's a
give a
lot
shit.
of work,
I want
man.
money.
That's so much
Fuck that,
work.
fellas.
Waste of food. Animals eat these.
Well, we can drag him back then.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Thrud can drag him back then.
No.
They can sit in his lawn for all I care.
That's
If you want to
fine.
drag him, go ahead, but I'm not.
Oh god. Yeah, they could sit there, be a reminder for other goblins to not come back here.
Optimally, you'd want to put them
I like
on
your
stakes,
thinking.
but whatever.
A pile of corpses can be much more demoralizing than putting them on sticks. We care very little about them.
You're a goblin now?
No, he's a gnome.
Thank you.
Alright. Well, fine, whatever. Impale them, don't impale them.
Leave them.
Yeah.
I take this one.
I still
Throw
say
the goblin on my
ask.
shoulder.
Okay. I still say ask for 9's worth. We killed 9. We should get gold or payment for 9.
Well, we figure that out when we get there, I guess. But let's just go see the guy.
We also have the medallions.
That's right.
That's right, yes.
Because I don't know
We
how
have-
many everybody else has, but I believe I have 2. Yes, I have 2 on me.
The medallions, you got 1 per goblin, and then on the commanding goblin, there was it had the same mark, but in
Yeah,
Cut
because we're
yourself
collecting those for Gruban.
that was Gruban's condition to give Alex the scroll.
Which we need to make sure we also have the hooded lamp still, because we need to give that back as a contract. Which I believe Alex had that.
I believe
Yeah.
I was the last one to be carrying the one from our camp.
True.
When you guys ended, I believe one of you went and got the hooded lantern and brought it back to the main camp, so it wouldn't be sitting out there.
I believe it was because I went with Anna and Marcus and somebody else to do our session. I believe it was the other one. I forget who it was.
Okay, that's fine. Just letting you know that because of stuff and things, that lantern, you've got both hooded lanterns.
Cool.
All right. So are you guys heading down to Scryer Dan?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you approach Scryer Dan, most of you are unfamiliar with this place. It's only been Alex and Cecil that have actually seen have actually closely examined the house. You've all seen the house. It's like the only house this far. So essentially, as you guys approach the front door, it is as I described it last time, covered in eyes. That some of them are closed, some of them are open, and it's just like randomly speckled on the door. As you approach, the ones that are open immediately focus on the party, and you hear from inside the house, "What do you want? It's much too early."
I nudge whoever I'm by and I go, I think we have a problem with this house.
I smack Zealous upside the head.
You dick!
Yeah, that was a terrible pun.
That's what I do. I'm a bard.
He asked what we're here for.
Yeah, he shouts through, "What are you doing here? It's much too early."
Cecil, talk to him. You've been here before.
I'm not talking to him. I bugged him last night. You do it, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I haven't talked to Alex. Do you want to say something? You guys have actually been here. The
Broad
rest of us have-
ears!
That's a bit simple, but okay. And as he finishes saying, okay, you see all of the eyes close, and they all turn so that the eyelid slit is vertical, and then the door opens.
Oh my.
And towards the door steps Scryer Dan, the old ass boy with the
With the what?
with the staff.
The wizard looks.
Yeah, he's a wizard. Like, he's the stereotypical wizardy boy.
So
We
I'm,
got the ears.
So you brought the ears, did you?
I'm
we
gonna hold out my pair and the mangled ones too.
Yeah, Narb and I hold them out together.
I'll grab mine and hold them out. The one
I
pair I got.
mean, let's see. I mean, those ones are mangled. The others are in half decent shape. How many pairs? 6? 6, because it was 6 good ones and then the mangled 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a counterpoint. It's 6, potentially 9 pairs of ears in your hands, or 9 corpses on your front lawn.
I mean, the ears that Torash tried to get, he obliterated. There are no ears from them.
Well, then it's 7 pairs of ears, or 9 corpses on your front lawn.
Now, I don't like to make assumptions, but I do assume you can read, correct?
I assume we can get paid for dead goblins.
How do I know you're the ones that killed the extra goblin?
Well, shit, who cares? They're dead. We're here to accept
I
payment.
would like to throw the goblin I've been lugging around on the floor.
Oh no!
Yes, Thrud.
See, the price was not set by me. If you have a problem, if you have a problem with the price, I can tell you who to talk to.
Are you paying us from your pocket?
No.
Then why do you give a shit?
Well, I'm here on behalf of the king, and so if you'd like to talk to anybody about the payment, you can
He's
talk
got enough gold for us to not give a shit.
Oh fuck.
He told me 5 silver per pair. If you don't like the price, you can keep them as a nice little trinket for all.
Money's money.
Fine. Alright.
Whatever makes us not have to talk to some fucking royal type.
Oh, you'll find the king quite agreeable. It's
Yeah, that's what I'll
only
say.
the reason the price is low is because this is not a bounty centered here. This is a global bounty for the kingdom. He has a lot of different officials sitting by collecting bounties like this for monstrous races. It's not only here for goblins. It's out near. In the mountains for gnolls. It's out in the wastes for undead abominations. It just so happens that goblins are not that difficult to deal with. It sounds like you made handiwork of them, so 5 silver per pair shouldn't be an issue.
Whatever.
If
Fair
you're
enough.
fighting gnolls or perchance, and he's about to say something but kind of glances at Grom and kind of stops. If you were to fight gnolls, then it would be a different story, as there are a lot more. The gnoll we haven't had a new Fang born in quite some time, so the gnoll population is rather low.
Do you happen to have a list of just general bounties like this?
Not on hand at the moment, no.
Dang.
Mercenaries.
I was really only told to come here to deal with the goblins, as for Rosglen, that's the closest monstrous race that they have. The orcs are some. He kind of the orcs, and he stops for a moment and kind of looks at Grom and just like,
Full eye contact.
yeah. The orcs are centered more in the Dreadscar and are definitely not the peaceful ones that live in the mountain. Anyway, so payment.
Hand it to one of these folks. I'll see you about that thing we discussed last night at another time. And I'm gonna start walking back into town.
All right. And as a show of good, he grabs the 7 pairs of ears. The one mangled, it's whatever. It's a pair of ears. 3.5 gold, and extends it out to Grom.
I take the shinies.
I didn't mean any offense. Believe me, it's the ones your cousins in the plains are sometimes the problem.
That's okay.
And before we leave, I want to ask Dan something.
All right.
Dan, is it?
Yes.
Have you seen by chance a panther around here?
I've been in this town quite some time. Is it Tari's pet?
Yes, it is.
I'm familiar with the cat. Step inside for a moment, if you will.
All right.
And as you step inside, you see, as I described it last time with Nick and Pierre, it is a giant crystal, like the size of like a watermelon. And so he goes to.
Did you say sorry?
Pardon?
You said the size of a waterfall. You kind of cut out.
Watermelon. Sorry.
Okay.
I think people are using the Wi-Fi again. So.
Okay.
All right. So he goes up to the crystal ball, and he taps it with his the end of his staff twice. And as he does that, a holographic projection comes up, and he starts looking, and he's interacting with the image and moving it around, and you hear him muttering to himself. He's just, where is that damn cat now? Where did it? Ah, yes. And he taps a spot on the map, or on his little holographic map, and it expands, and you see that it's just a red outline of a panther just stalking through the trees. And he looks at it, looks at you. It appears to be in the forest, just around the same area where you were killing the goblins. Perchance the blood might be attracting it?
Thank you, friend.
Uh-oh.
Let's go pet the kitty.
We need to go back.
Pet the kitty.
I would definitely agree, Nar.
So, if that's quite everything, I would ask that you leave my house.
That should be everything. Thank you, sir.
All right. And as you guys leave, he waves his hand, door closes, and the many eyes now the eyes go back to their horizontal orientation. They all open and they all converge into one.
Wait, did I get my goblin back?
Yes, you picked up your goblin, and you have a snack.
Okay.
We're still right next to the door with the giant eyeball.
Yes.
I would like to poke the eyeball.
Yes.
So as you go to poke the eyeball, I would like you to make an attack roll.
Oh shit! What?
We find the house.
Would this just be a strength roll then?
It would just be
What?
strength. Yes, strength,
Okay,
no
so
dex,
just the-
no proficiency.
Just strength. Oof.
So you go to poke the eye, and it kind of like the pupil moves to like look at your face, like it's looking at you. And as you go to poke it, it shifts, and you hit the door.
I am spooked.
You hear from inside the house, "Please don't touch that. It's a security measure."
I am more spooked. I leave.
Bro. Big one. Let's go.
So as you guys leave, the eye does shift back to the middle of the door, and it still stares straight at, and it resumes its straight ahead, unblinking stare.
So we're probably gonna go back to the farm fields because there's people there, and the panther maybe.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that little one.
You're not wrong. We need the meat, but we may have made our own meat pile.
I can't remember. Does Zealous have the harness thing that she gave, or do we still need to go pick
I
that
do.
up also? Oh, okay. Dope.
I-
Yeah,
You
Narv
guys
has
do
it.
have the harness. The only other thing that you could have picked up from her was the special
It's
bait.
the bait, yeah.
Which
But I
thought
mean,
we
if the
took it.
panther is stalking towards a pile of dead things, you're pretty much okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We have our bait.
Let's hustle back.
And Cecil, you were heading back to town, you said, right?
Yep.
All right. So, what do you want to do while you're in town?
Oh shit! I forgot
I
to
mean,
ask
you
them what the
can
rest of the
shit.
traps were. I'm gonna have to turn back around.
So, all right. So you meet up with the party as they're heading back into the forest. You guys were you guys were told just a general area. Like it wasn't like the panther was right on top of these corpses, but it was stalking closer based on what you could see.
Hey
Can
guys,
we get searching around for tracks?
Grom, if you would like to give me survival.
I would love to.
actually,
I'll do the same.
Ass!
before you guys split up, I'm just gonna. Hey, which one of you guys? Actually, which trap did I miss? The one at 25.
25.
All right, then. Which one of you guys hid the trap north of Beta Camp? Or
I'll remember
whichever
for
way
a
is
cat.
above Beta Camp.
I don't think any of us will remember.
I think I did, but I don't remember where I put it.
Give me survival.
And this is us checking for the.
Yeah.
I'm checking for tracks.
I want survival from either.
Oh, I thought I was gonna help track the thing because I think I have good that. Yeah, I have good perception, so I was gonna go look for.
Give me survival first. Just
I'm gonna also do the same then, because we gotta find this.
Oof.
so yeah, that trap's gone.
Fuck.
And this is me looking for tracks.
If you guys would like to, okay, so with those survival checks, you guys know that with big game cats or like big cats, even with this little amount, if there's meat, they will go for it. You know that for a fact. Like if there is meat available to them, they will jump at it. So your best bet at this current moment is to take the corpses that are there and move them into the trees and not leave them so exposed.
Oh, literally make it so it looks like he can hunt something.
Exactly.
Well, then he won't feel exposed, like going to eat. But also, I think we should kind of like put most of them together so we kind of know where he's gonna.
Well, it's also that, and it's probably a better idea to put them all in the trees and not near to the farm.
True.
So, yeah, you guys, with those, even with low survival, you realize that, hey, maybe keeping them out here near where living people are is not a good idea. And so, yeah, you guys, there's literally Torash, Thrud, and Grom, so you guys can easily stack these.
Excuse, I can help.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you're also a barbarian.
He may be
little
small,
gnome thing.
but he's strong small.
Strong, small.
So you guys get all the goblins into the tree line. And if you guys are going to try to track it, I need perceptions first.
Okay.
Alright. Definitely going to try and track this thing. Where's my perception?
Ooh.
I'm only good at fighting, guys.
So all of you guys, you're all kind of
Yes, Marcus.
so you're all kind of scouring around looking for, just trying to find something. Trying to find some form of track.
Not
And
traps, though.
and as you look, as Ivan and Narb, you guys come to the same conclusion. The panther was stalking this area, as you can tell by the big cat tracks, but it moved deeper in, and if you guys would like to give me
Sorry, you cut out survival?
survival. My bad. I
Before
keep
it
letting
was-
go of the button too soon. Okay, so when it comes to stuff like this is what I was talking about earlier. I'd rather not the entire party roll for stuff, and just like one or two people and other people giving, like, helping them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So if you guys wish to roll survival, choose one or two people, and then you can.
Okay.
I would
willing
like.
to try again.
I'm willing to go because I've got good survival.
Well, Jensen's already rolled, so we'll use him as one. And because it was the roll before I explained it, if somebody would like to assist, then
I would like to assist.
are you proficient in survival, Ryan?
Yes.
He is.
Then Jensen roll survival again, and then take the higher number.
Hey,
Perfect. There you go.
There we go.
Yes.
So as you, so actually this makes sense. As you were the first to notice these tracks, you're able to follow them pretty steadily, and you manage to find, and they go deeper and deeper and deeper into the woods. And
Am
at
I
some
following?
point, yes, you
Can
are
I
following
stealth?
the tracks.
I would like to get pounced by a panther.
You can stealth. Just be aware that with that you are moving at half speed.
Okay.
So go ahead and give stealth then. Yeah, alright. You Gucci. So, as you guys get deeper and deeper into the woods, you see that Ivan holds up his hand and begins walking just a little bit more slowly. And, you know, the classic, like, finger to the lip, like, shh.
Yeah.
So if you guys would like to, you can also...
I'm not even with these folks. I'm
Yeah.
still looking
Shit.
for my other bell.
I guess if we got a notice for stealthing,
Geeky lad.
Ooh.
we're going to probably ruin you. I'm so sorry.
I can already tell you, Cecil, that trap is gone.
Fuck.
Like, the only person that could have pointed it out to you failed the survival, like, nat
With a
1
critical.
survival to tell you where it was. It is gone. If everybody else would like to give stealth as well, like, we have 4 of the... Oh, that's right, Torash and Alex. I'll do theirs.
I'm glad that as a gnome I could stealth through the tall grass, assuming there is tall grass around here.
Might find a Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Oh, okay, so that was Torash. Oh, no!
I feel like there's a role reversal here because giant plate monster and
Plate
human.
Alright, so... You guys are... I guess, Cecil, are you also going to stealth?
Nah, I'm still not with them. I'm determined to get that bell.
Alright. You can certainly keep trying. Thrud, I need stealth.
Oh boy.
Hey!
What?
There you go!
Oh my god.
Big sneaky motherfucker.
He's just like, I am the grass!
He disappears.
So you guys, so the moment Ivan holds up and, like, is telling everybody to stop and, like, just take it easy, everybody starts kind of slowing down. Grom, you're having a hard time being the big beefy orc. And Alex, for some reason, is also having, like, this isn't how she normally walks. But the moment the finger goes to the lips, Thrud is basically on all fours doing, like, the Scooby-Doo crawl, and he is gone.
Yes.
And it's even accompanied by the, like, noise as he's scooting around. This man is gone. So you guys continue to move through the forest. I will get another survival check from you.
From who?
Sorry,
Really
Ivan.
kinda-
I let go.
Okay.
Just my bad. It's my bad.
It's all good.
Alright.
No
Cool.
worries.
Alright. Where's my character sheet? Alright.
It's right there.
All right.
The place
Yeah,
you last
Beasley.
left it.
Cool. Alright.
No, but does anybody want to assist?
Yes.
All right. Are you proficient in survival?
Yes.
All right. Roll it
Why
again.
do I keep? Why
It
do I
doesn't
keep
look
doing
like
these
it, but I
rolls
am, I
when
promise.
someone else is proficient?
Oh, you're not proficient?
No,
Shit, I thought you were proficient.
no, I just have +3.
You know, it's still not bad.
Well, whatever. Just see. The thing is the person making the initial check doesn't have to be proficient, but in order to gain advantage, the person helping has to be.
Yeah.
So roll it again.
Him or the
Oh, look at
Slightly
that.
better.
Dude,
You're still maintaining the trail, but it's getting harder. It's no longer simply paw prints in the dirt. There's also, like, you're looking out for subtle marks, like the claws, and there are some points where you swear it's been climbing through the trees.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
You eventually come at finding, like, just following the trail, you eventually do come to a clearing. And sitting in the middle of the clearing, kind of almost expectantly, is a black panther. Just sitting there,
Does he freeze?
just watching.
Watching us.
Oh, it's been, yes, watching you as you approach the clearing.
What we do is we cross our arms, shout "Wakanda forever," and charge.
Yes.
Little did the party know, the panther was actually a lich. Roll initiative.
Oh god, no.
Thanos Panther. I'd like to attempt to try and get around to the side or behind.
6 beholders come out of the trees.
Fuck.
This isn't even my final form, the panther roars.
I would like to try and get close to it and fuck, hold on, what's that spell?
I mean, you did roll a perfect stealth, so I mean,
I've got
a
speak with
dragon
animals.
just sneaks up on a tiger or a panther.
I would like to approach the panther and attempt to speak with it.
You can give me an animal handling check.
Shit, I just realized I don't know what I'm supposed to say to it, but
Animal handling is specifically to approach it. That doesn't affect the spell.
ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
Oh no.
You're gonna get handled by that animal.
So this plays well with your stealth. So you were basically invisible, and the panther was watching the party emerge from the trees, and then all of a sudden you're right up in its grill trying to touch it, and it does not like that.
Fuck!
Got him.
Should have talked to it from afar.
I have something.
Yeah. I was just afraid somebody was gonna try and kill it from range. I wanted to.
a
Son of a
stick.
bitch.
We're not killing the cat.
None of us are gonna want
Out of question, I totally
yeah.
forgot. Why are we following this thing? We just don't want it to kill
Because the
people.
lady from the tavern wants it, and Zelos wants
It's
the
her
lady
pet.
from the tavern.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Okay,
it's,
sorry.
I
it's
thought
the
like it
tavern
came
lady's
to you in a
pet.
dream or something. I don't know.
So as you approach it,
She
like
did
the
come to
clearing
me
is
in a dream.
the clearing is only what did I draw out? 20 feet. It's a 20-foot radius clearing. No, sorry, 10. My bad. 10. It's a 10-foot radius clearing. So you get
Pretty
pretty
tight.
close to it, and it will actually make a claw. It will make a claw attack at you.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Have I changed that it says my character name in the...
Right below the text box, where it says
It's
"as."
Oh, as. Oh, there we go.
God damn.
I
Does
had that earlier.
hit?
So you guys found the cat? Cool.
Ooh.
Thrud does a 17 hit.
I don't remember what.
Look at your
Determined.
character
Look at your
sheet
character sheet.
Yeah,
Look at your AC.
and the value that says AC, so armor class, right
only
beside your
12.
initiative. So a
Womp womp.
17 definitely hit. You take 3 points of slashing damage
dang.
Shit.
as the cat gets up and runs out of the clearing opposite you guys. So it's running.
Well,
It's out of earshot now, though, right?
I mean, you can yell at it. Let me just look at its speed. Oh.
Whoops.
Its speed is 50 feet.
Yeet.
It's gone.
Fair enough.
Oh.
You can try yelling at it, but more than likely
I
it
can
is
chase
too
that
far.
motherfucker.
Yeah, shut up, Mr. Monk. I don't give a shit. Oh, look at Herder. I'm a monk. I get to move 500 feet.
Okay, 45.
500 feet. You say.
Well, what if you
That's
take
a lot of
dash
feet.
action?
Anyways, so
500 miles.
it runs off, and this time it doesn't actually require a survival check to follow for the first little bit. Because you guys do, I'm assuming you're running after it, because you do.
betcha.
Yeah.
You
So,
bet your
as you
ass,
guys-
buddy.
You don't have to make a survival check simply because of how much of a mess that it's making. Like, it is just tearing through the bush. After a while, about 5 minutes later, it starts to evade you guys. And if you'd like to track it, I will need another survival.
We'll roll survival.
Who will roll survival, sorry?
I will.
Okay, so Thrud wants to roll survival.
Can I assist?
Yes, you certainly can.
Hey, more than 10.
If you're assisting, though, Anna,
Yeah.
it's just advantage on his roll.
No, more.
Okay, so you were just rolling for fun then?
Well, shit. Listen, I got excited about getting
It's
more than
It's okay.
10.
So you do manage, like, again, it was leaving a real fresh track or trail for you, but you're looking at the ground, and it all of a sudden just disappears. The trail is gone. It's gone cold, and then Grom comes up beside you and kind of pokes you in the shoulder, Thrud, and motions up.
I will look up.
As you look up,
Oh.
the panther is currently sitting on a branch, poised to pounce.
Your chance to talk to it.
I'd like to talk to it again.
All right, so are you gonna roll animal handling, or are you just gonna go straight for the spell?
I think we're just gonna go straight for this.
Please don't kill it.
Do you have that spell prepared, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that is important. All right, so you gain the ability. Yeah. So essentially, speak to the animal. Speak to.
So I'll kind of like raise my hands up, kind of like is a non-threatening gesture. Sorry, not trying to fight.
Here,
You got
kitty,
pretty
kitty.
close.
Wasn't thinking. Should have approached visibly from clear.
That's the best way to not lose a hand.
True. Apologies. I mean no harm.
Does that go for the rest of your friends?
We're trying to save this thing again, right?
Yes.
No, we're trying to help you. There are townspeople who want to hurt you. They think you're a threat.
Oh, you mean the townspeople that Tari lets me play with?
Play?
Yes.
We don't know what they're saying. I believe.
Yeah, I guess we wouldn't.
So if I can turn around and like converse with my party and like common then, right, without the panther under.
Yeah, you have 10 minutes of the ability to speak with the animal. Essentially, when you cast Speak with Animals, you start speaking in its tongue. So you're kind
Okay.
of roaring and growling with it. But if you turn to your party, you can speak to them normally. It's just like, hey, I want to speak Panther, and then you can continue.
What do you mean play? And I'll say that to the cat.
Oh, they're so touchy. It's just a few scratches here and there. Nothing deep, nothing permanent.
But why attack if not eat?
Oh, my dear man, it's fun.
So at this point, I'll turn back to the party. He say he attack people for fun. What should we do?
Just mention that we want to get him back to Lady Tower. Does he like Lady Towery?
Okay, I'll turn back to Panther. Do you like Lady Towery?
Oh, she's just the best. Feeds me the best food. Lets me play with all of her friends.
Well, she looking for you. If you come back with us, we will take you to her so no townspeople harm you.
Oh, I could get there. I could get back on my own should I choose. I like being free for a time.
So I'll turn back to the party. Cat not want to go back, wants to be free.
Tell the cat that the owner is sad.
Owner said, come back.
Well, I do have to admit, I've missed her cooking. But, I don't know, being able to run like this is just so liberating, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Well, maybe I can talk to her and she can let you run sometimes.
Now that is a bargain even I could make, or take, even I could take.
Will you come with us to her?
I guess. I'm terribly sorry about the rape.
I was not making good moves, so we are okay. I will motion for the Panther to follow, and I'll turn to the party. She will come with us to Towery.
Oh, thank God, you're a lifesaver.
So, as you turn around, the Panther will pounce, and it's going to pounce. No. It's going to pounce at you. I need you to give me a strength save.
And I just roll strength, right?
Just if you go under your character sheet, just click on the strength save. All right, that's perfect. So the Panther jumps at you. It doesn't. You were kind of expecting it just from the way it was sitting. You were kind of expecting a pounce. So it jumps on you and kind of is just draped over your shoulders.
Backslash E.
And then it kind of ends up like wriggling itself off, and then as a show of good faith, licks your arm, like where it got you.
I'll give a low grumble of contempt. I forgot how to type orange in the chat.
Like,
/me and then whatever you want to say.
Remember that it starts with your name.
Yes.
I learned that the hard way today.
You can use the drop down, because right now it's set to your name instead of your character.
Oh, fuck.
Ryan B. grumbles contentedly. He sure does.
So the Panther is just sitting there. It's not, it doesn't look like it's gonna bolt, but you guys do have the harness.
oh. You still able to talk with her?
Yes, it's definitely not been 10 minutes yet.
Okay, of course.
Alright, I'll turn to Panther. Towery, give us this. I'll point at the harness because I'm not really sure what it is.
I'll hold
She
it out.
say you should wear it. Do you want to?
Not yet. Wait till we get closer to town. It keeps the people at ease.
Seems fair. You can walk freely in forest until. I'll turn to the. She will put it on when we get close to people, so they are not scared.
Understandable. As long as she doesn't bolt for it.
I'll turn to the Panther and okay, good. You will not run.
Give me an insight check, Thrud.
Oh no.
Ooh.
No.
That is very.
No.
So, So as you finish, the panther, as much as a panther can, kind of grins. You have my word.
Well, I guess I don't know that she's lying, so I'll turn the party in Shay. She agree. Let's go.
Let's get back.
Sorry, guys.
I am watching the panther.
I'd be watching the panther too, but I still don't have a reason not to trust it.
Other than the fact that it's a panther.
They talk to it through a translator.
So, as you guys make your way back through the woods, somebody give me survival.
I would like to.
All right, and somebody can.
Hey,
Did you guys ask its name yet? Do we know its name?
I mean, he doesn't even need help.
kitty.
We know its name. It's Onyx.
Oh,
It's
right.
Onyx. So as you guys are trekking through the woods, you do, like, Onyx is following Thrud. Onyx is following Thrud very closely because Thrud was the one talking to her. As you get closer and closer to the town, she gets a little bit more antsy, and she's like jumping off the trees, not like climbing them, but like running at the tree and jumping off of it, and just like doing cat things, doing big cat things.
Parkour.
Yeah, it's a parkour cat.
Parkour.
And as she does it, basically just before you guys break the tree line, she jumps
Hey, guys.
into the tree. She climbs up to the she jumps at the tree, and instead of jumping off like you think she will, she climbs up, and you just hear rustling as it's running through the tree.
Yeah.
You said she wasn't gonna bolt.
He said not. Onyx, come back.
I give chase.
All right. So,
Hey, Cody, you said this is near the tree line, right?
yep.
Would I have seen this?
I mean, probably.
Because I'm still kind of in the tree line, so I guess I'm gonna attempt to follow the rustling of the leaves if it's coming my way.
It's going along if you are where you are in the map. It's going about here and just running through the edge of the tree line. Like, it is not breaking the trees. It is just running along the edge while still being in the trees. So if you want to follow it, you can give me a perception.
All right. Cool. 12.
You hear some rustling. You're not sure exactly what it is. And, I mean, if you want to go towards it, that's your prerogative.
The bell's a lost cause. I might as well attempt to follow it.
Survival. You manage to get onto its trail, and you meet up with the rest of the party.
You guys caught up with it a lot faster than I thought you would.
I mean, they were literally right beside it.
Yeah, but it's going away from them.
Yeah,
I
and
am chasing it.
and there were two people that said they had their eyes on the panther. So the moment it broke into the trees, they were after it.
Cool. Well, I guess we met up.
All right, so you guys all kind of meet up, and the rustling carries on to about the first camp, and then it just kind of stops.
Is there anything around that I could listen or try to smell for to see if it's close by?
Yes, there is, and if you'll give me a survival check, I will tell you.
Can I do a perception, or is it survival?
Just because of what he was saying, it would be a survival, but I will also let you do a perception.
Okay. Are we over by a camp?
Yes, you would have been following it over to the other camp. I'm just not moving your guys' tokens.
So it could still
I'll
be in a
move my
tree,
own
right?
tokens. It's fine.
Yeah. So with that perception and that survival, it's basically the scene that you see is there's the campfire there, like the site of your guys' old campfire. And Ivan and Thrud, as you guys rush over there, everybody else is going to. But as you rush over there, Ivan, you're frantically looking around. Thrud, you're sniffing the air, and you both come to the same conclusion. She's sitting in the tree branch, just kind of waiting for you.
I'll turn around to look up at her and call out, say, "Where are you?"
No, you find her. Like, you smelled her, and the scent carried you up to her. Like, she's just sitting in the tree line.
Why did you run?
At this point, your animal, speak with animals, is off, I will say.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't realize what I did. Well, that's a level 1, so I think I can only cast one of those a day, right?
Should be able to cast more, no?
I believe as a druid you can cast...
I've got 3 slots.
Let me just see. I've got the PHB open on my phone. Give me a sec.
Yeah, sorry, I hate to make extra work for you. I'm still just...
No, don't worry about it. It's all good. I should know this because I play a druid, but I'm level 9 at this point, so I just have spells, like out the yin-yang.
Level 2?
Level 2, you have 3 first-level spells.
Yes.
Okay. So I will cast Speak with Animals again.
All right.
Why did you run?
Games are fun, and then it just jumps out of the tree and does the usual cat thing of like the cheek like rubbing against you, and it's...
I just kind of scratch my head in confusion, and you come back now?
Of course, that was the deal.
Okay, no more games.
Well, not with you lot, at least.
Can I check if she's lying again?
You can give me another insight.
Oh boy.
It gets worse somehow.
You get the sense that she is telling the full truth. She will not be doing anything more with you. She just wanted a little bit more before she had to go back.
All right. Turn back to the party. She just wanted to enjoy outdoors. She says she will not run more.
All right. Well, since we're getting close to town, I'll actually approach with the harness and give it to Thrud. See if he can do this, because I'm noticing that you guys are becoming friends, essentially.
Good
Idea. Okay, I'll take it from you and I'll turn to her. Close to town. Should put this on now.
All right, just lay it on the ground and I'll step into it.
I lay it down to the ground and step back a couple steps to give her some respectable distance.
So essentially, it's just like one of those dog leashes that like wraps around the 2 front legs of the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So she steps into it and then looks at you and buckle it in the back.
I will go and attempt to... I guess I don't think Thread's ever really touched a buckle before. Do I have to roll something?
Nah, it's... I mean, you're
So-
honestly... You might be from like a primitive like society, but it's literally this thing fits into the other thing and you push it together. It's not hard.
You
Fair
should
enough.
understand buckle technology.
It's not
Okay,
like
I'm-
trying to figure out like, because the one thing with the inn when you had to lock your door, you're not familiar to the concept of having to lock things. You didn't have to deal with that before.
Okay,
That's
that
why
makes
you
a
rolled
lot of
for
sense.
that. But it's like you just click one thing
Oh.
into the other. It's not that big of a...
Okay.
So you buckle it up, no problems whatsoever. And then she leans down and grabs like the leash part of it and hands it and just kind of holds it in her mouth, sitting and like pointing it at you.
Well, take the leash in my hand. Oh, thank you for not making this hard.
Oh, believe me, it's only because I like you. So you guys can start heading into town. Onyx is secure. Like the buckle is not like it. She's not going to be able to get out. So you guys are free to head to the Dewdrop.
No, I just kind of think like this has to look kind of ridiculous. We've got like a giant orc, a little like gnome, 2 dragons. One of them is walking a goddamn panther on a leash. That'd be a great. That would be like a great album cover
We're
photo.
a great party.
All right, so you go through town, and even when you start going through like the farmers' fields, you're already starting to get those looks, like, oh no, it's the cat, and everybody's kind of giving you a wide berth and like just kind of wide-eyed, like, oh no, don't make it mad, it's going to get ya. And so you guys make it to the Dewdrop with no incident. It's not hard to get back, especially with the panther basically pulling you in that direction anyways. Also, I guess Zelos pulling you in that direction too.
Yes, he is.
He's got one thing on his mind, and
Groovon.
he's ready for it. You guys make it to the Dewdrop, and as you step foot into the building, a few of the patrons start gasping, just, oh no, it's back! It found its... Oh no, give it some space! And you hear from behind the counter, she's currently standing behind the counter, you see Lady Tari, and her jaw drops, her eyes wide, and she's just, oh, Onyx, there you are! Come bring him to me!
I'll walk over to her and hand her the leash.
Oh,
And who do I have to thank for wrangling him? For wrangling her, you didn't even have to use any of the special bait.
I point to Thread.
I would point to Thread as well.
the big guy. He's the one who forced
I-
her to come back.
I talked to her. She very nice.
Oh, I could just imagine the conversations you two must have had.
These two are one and the same.
The cat is literally the woman.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I have like one... I can do monster voices really well. I can't do many different lady voices, so you're gonna have a whole lot of, like, the same voice for
Whole
that.
lot of
and
Tori.
that's my apologies.
Don't be mad. Oh, is my do I still have the second instance of talk with animals on?
It would essentially just, like, you could get, like, 1 or 2, like, a sentence in before it's done, but it's basically on its last.
Okay, well, as I hand the leash to Tari, I look at the panther, give, I guess, what is my equivalent of a smile, and say, you nice, me like you too.
She kind of just nods and, like, again, licks your arm where she scratched. And then just kind of walks behind the counter to, now that you're watching her walk there, to a big cat bed, essentially. Like, she's just got this big-ass pillow that the panther it just lies down on. And my Zelos, did you have anything to do with bringing her back?
We kind of just skulked her out and found her. She was relatively good for us.
Oh, I'm so glad she didn't give you any trouble. I don't think I could bear anything happening.
No, there was no trouble here.
There must be some other way I can repay you.
I guess one thing you can do is you can give the big guy there something he wants to eat. He is the one who talked the cat back.
Well, I might just be able to do that, as well as your guys' reward.
I like food.
It was 10 gold, right, for the cat? 10 gold?
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
Zelos had a different reward in mind.
I specifically watched the video for the reward totals, and then I forgot them again.
I want to say it was.
I will say 10 gold. So she hands... so she goes into the... so she pulls off of the counter. She doesn't leave from the counter. She pulls off from the counter a plate of meat and hands it off to Thrud. And she pulls 10 gold and hands it to you, Zelos.
Well, there are 7 of us in the tavern. So, right, I guess you can Big guy, you can have a couple extra pieces. You did the bulk of the work here.
Oh, I so love a generous man.
I'll give another, because we'll have 3. If we split it up amongst the 7 of us, that leaves 3 more pieces. So I'll give 2 extra to Thrud for carrying it, and I'll give an extra 1 to the little guy because he carried the harness, and then 1 to everybody else.
All right, so that happens, and then now Zelos, could I? She kind of like leans on the counter. There must be some other way I could reward you, Zelos.
Anything you had in mind, my lady?
She'll kind of lean in. What about a little kiss?
Sounds just mighty fine to me.
All right, so you're leaning in for it.
I know something's gonna happen here. I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen.
You don't know anything, man.
But Zelos would.
So what is Zelos doing?
He's leaning in for it.
All right, cool. So as you guys kiss, you look at as you're going in for the kiss, you notice her face looks so smooth. Her lips look amazing, and you're going in for it. And as you connect, it's a weird feeling because it's not what you thought it would feel like. This isn't smooth. This is kind of rough and scarred. And then as it finishes, she leans back, and a very familiar. Man, you really are good with the ladies, aren't you?
Got him.
Wait,
Fucking
what?
got him.
It was Groupon, Ryan.
No.
The goblin kissed him.
It was a ruse.
So he looks at you and he's like, I can see why you're a bod. You could probably get a lot of girls with that kiss, don't you, Zelos? Probably even some men.
I'm gonna fucking murder you, goblin man.
I like to picture everyone else is just dying of laughter from the.
So
I'm on the floor.
I will say right now, okay? As he went in for the kiss, or as you went in for the kiss, the moment your guys' lips touched, she snapped her fingers, and the spell Disguise Self is dispelled. And as you look at Grubon, you realize that the reason Lady Tari did not move from the counter was because in order to match her height, he had to stand on the counter. So he's just kind of standing on the counter, just like killing himself laughing. He's kind of like rolling around, and he's
Zelos
just
shoves
having
him.
a good time.
Zelos just leans in and shoves him back, and then
And
turns
he'll-
to go sit at a table.
So he hits the oh,
No, I want to try to catch him. Shit.
okay, yeah, no, that's fine.
You betrayed me!
I'm already on the floor.
Give me acrobatics. If you're gonna catch him, give me an acrobatics check. Oh,
Come on!
No, hang on. I failed. It accidentally double clicked. So
Oh,
it
shit.
has to be the first one.
Well,
Yes.
so you're
As cool as that would have been.
So you're leaning out, you're reaching your arm out to get him as you see him falling, but he kind of, because he's behind the counter, hits the ground, and he just, man, I didn't think you'd be such a sore sport for a bod.
I like this guy a lot.
Us bods gotta stick together, am I right, Zelos?
Does he
I
give him a
literally
wink?
I don't
He
even
does
look
wink.
at him.
Zealous
does
as fuck.
He's laying on the ground winking.
Do you know?
Well, Grom would see the wink.
Oh god.
Which to him just looks like a blink.
Yeah, exactly. That is true, I forgot. I completely forgot about Grubon not having a...
I remember everything.
Yeah. So, as he gets up, like, he dusts himself off, and he's kind of sitting there, just kind of chuckling to himself still. And then from upstairs, Lady Tari does come down. And you can tell it's her and not Grubon because you can see all of her body. And so she kind of, Grubon, what are you doing in here? I told you can't be making those pranks. I was too easy. This man's desperate for you.
Shut up, Goblin Man.
While you're here, I'm interested in buying some whams.
And so, so Grubon, like, he keeps talking, and he's just, see, I can almost see the wand in his pocket, Tari. It was amazing.
Can almost see the wand in his pocket.
And so she gets up, she rushes over to Zelos and like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know he would be doing that.
It's not your fault.
And
We
she
got the
actually
cat
does. Pardon?
I said we just got the cat back. That's all. The panther back. That's all I care about.
So she does lean in and give you a smooch on the forehead. And she goes back, and you just hear the mightiest slap you've ever heard. And Grubon walks out from behind the counter, rubbing his face. And there's like a red mark, like a very red mark there. And he's just, man, everybody here's a critic.
Oh, she just slapped the fuck out of it.
And so
That's my girl.
I'm terribly sorry for that. He did pay you for the job, right?
He did.
Well, I think it's only fair that all of you have a free meal on Grubon.
Hey, thanks, friendo Grubon. You're mighty generous.
Don't mention it. And he'll reach into one of his bags and pull out a platinum piece and put it on the counter.
Ooh.
It's the least I could do for such a good kisser. And he goes, and he sits at your table.
As we all get our own food and everything.
And he motions for everybody to come join him.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
I sit at the bar with Tari.
So, about our extra agreement. You got the medallions?
I kind of just like walk over and just like, because I know I'm carrying one. I don't remember if I'm carrying one or two. But I kind of just like walk over and just like forcefully shove it into his face.
He'll grab them, set them on the table.
I put down my 2 shinies.
I'll put mine down as well.
All right. So, with all the characters that do have, like, you do get 10 of them on the table in front. Like, that he sets them all in front of him, and he looks at the one, and he kind of starts squinting at it with, the one eye, and he, like, turns it over, and he sees the brass marking in it. And he holds it up. You killed the goblin this one was on?
Fuck, I keep hitting enter. Zell's just too pissed.
Yep, we killed that one.
Wasn't...
He's a bit of a tougher.
This isn't gonna be as easy as I thought it was. If they're bringing in goblins with these marks, that's not good.
What does it mean?
Well, this confirms my suspicions. I can't tell you the full meaning of these medallions quite yet, but I can tell you. That was a high-ranking captain from the camp. They're planning something. I know that much.
Should we attack first?
He's gonna gather the medallions, put them in his put them in a one of his various bags that he has. We need to attack soon. That's all we need to get up there. Cut off their supply before they get more down here. If they get more, this town could be overrun.
Well, fuck.
And he does like, again, brings up the medallion, like the special medallion. He says, now, the only reason they would bring down the captain, they're planning something. And if I know old Captain Miggle-Maggle, he was good at ambush. So something's going on in the trees. And he'll pull up the crate, like he's got the crate there. He'll pull out the crate, and he'll grab the scroll, and he will give it to Alex. And so I will make a note specifically for Alex, but she has the Draconic Scroll of Fireball. If we're running into what I think we are, we're gonna need a lot more than this to be prepared.
What do you suggest?
I suggest I get a couple of my friends, and we strike the camp. We strike at the heart of the camp.
How long will it take?
No time at all. And he'll snap twice. And as he does, two people stand up from opposite ends of the dewdrop. And they walk towards the table. And they look at Grubon and then look at you guys. And they whisper something to him in a language none of you understand. Because as far as I know, none of you speak Goblin.
You know, I had to actually look.
Okay. So you guys don't speak Goblin, and so the one is a wood elf, or he's an elf. That's all you can really tell. He leans in and whispers to Grubon, and then Grubon, in common, yeah, we can trust him. We can trust them, Calthril. It's fine. We're planning to we'll raid the camp in a couple days' time. I suggest you guys supply up and get ready to move. We're gonna need your help.
Sounds like a lot of fighting. I can't wait.
If we aim things right, it won't be a lot of fighting, but a lot of explosions.
Are you going to do something, little one?
He's gonna pull out, so he does the whole thing, like he'll stand up, and he'll move aside his cloak, and he'll grab the glowing rapier, and he'll hold that out. I don't keep this thing around as a pretty trinket, boy.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, I had to kill a lot of kobolds for this.
Tricky little things.
Anyways, a couple days' time, we'll move on the camp. If you guys want to, of course. Otherwise, it'll be a few more days while we wait for reinforcements.
Goblins attack town, though. Hurt people?
The squads led by Miggle-Maggle are usually scout ambushes. So they'll come out, scout the area, and then that'll clear a path for the main force to move in. The fact that Miggle-Maggle was this close to the camp, is not good for the town.
What do they want?
I don't know. I haven't been with them in quite some time.
You said there's stuff you can't divulge to us earlier. I know you know more than you're letting on. What do you know?
Let's just say the goblins are part of something bigger than themselves. It ties into that Klugar fellow.
Food here is nice. Cat is nice. We should help town.
I agree with the simple-minded.
Thanks, baby.
Am not baby.
Ship!
No, man.
Ship!
Look, I don't care what you call each other, but I got a job to do. I'm gonna get some more materials, and I will meet you back at the Dewdrop in a day. It'll take us about a day to get out to the camp properly.
I kind of just look over at Towery. Fine, fuck it. I'm in.
Think about this too.
She's gonna look at you. She's gonna lean in close to you, and she's gonna whisper, if anybody wants to give perceptions to overhear, they can, but this is something that she's specifically saying to Zella. She's gonna lean in and whisper, you know, for his gruff appearance, he really does mean well.
I'll trust you on that one.
He's been through a lot. It might not seem it, but he certainly has.
I would kind of just whisper back, yeah, he ain't the only one. I'll trust
Sorry,
you.
what was that, Parker?
I whisper back, yeah, he ain't the only one. I'll trust you, though.
Alright. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, you guys can't hear anything. You guys are too busy listening in on, listening to Grubon and his, get ready for, battle plans and such. And so his two companions he introduces as Calthril, the elven bowfighter, and as Xenoxus, the tiefling.
We're back.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, that's so he looks at you guys. Meet me back here tomorrow. Meet me back here tomorrow. Get your stuff together today, and I'll make sure that we're ready to go.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
And he looks at his friends. Let's go, boys. We got some stuff to get. And they've a moose out of the tavern. And Cecil, what about you? Because you said you're heading to the Pike Point.
Yeah, I'm at the Pike Point. I'm presuming I just throw my shit in my room and start a shift or something, so I'd be behind the bar.
Okay, so yeah, you're just working. Nothing really comes up. I mean, the biggest chatter you get is that the panther was seen walking through town, but it was leashed, so it wasn't a big deal. Nobody got attacked. You do see, like, this is going on while they're talking in the dewdrop. You do see a few people roll through. You see the elf and the tiefling that I described earlier. They were sitting in the Pike Point, and you actually, so essentially when you walk into the Pike Point, you see those two talking to Tom. And then as you go upstairs, throw your shit in your room, and you come back down, they're gone.
Tieflings are pretty rare. And that's all I take with that.
Alright. So yeah, your usual shift, you're doing a shift.
I'm just hopping on one, just like, hey, like clock me and whatever.
Alright. So yeah, you end up doing whatever, your waiting tables, stuff like that.
Sorry,
Tom is kind of... No, you didn't miss anything. Tom is telling you, I know you're going to be leaving. He comes up to you and look, I know you're going to be leaving soon, so I'm going to tell you this now, but we've already found somebody to take over for your shifts. So starting tomorrow, you no longer have the room upstairs.
Alright, fair.
You are free to stay there for the night, but in the morning you will be... I need to make sure that we've got somebody to take over your spot. So we will be... I will officially be cutting your employment here. Not on bad terms, of course. You're a fantastic worker. But just preparing for the future.
No, I understand, Tom. No worries.
And so he nods and goes back to his office. And that's basically the most noteworthy things that happened. There's nothing else that really happened.
Alright.
Everybody else, I mean, you guys have been staying at the Pike Point. So you all finish your food and drink at the tavern. You have a platinum's piece worth of food and drink. So
What's
basically
the
half
platinum
of
worth?
that. A platinum's worth 10 gold,
Oh shit.
I believe.
On the food.
Yes.
You are correct.
Yes, it's worth 10 gold. So that's enough food for everybody and then enough alcohol for Torash. So
How much time has passed?
At this point, it would probably be about an hour, maybe two.
Oh, okay.
Nothing too long. Why? What's up?
I'm sorry, like for a brief second, like I could have sworn Just the way I misheard it, I thought we had been there for like a day already. I was just wondering if
No.
rested
Grubon
here.
was saying that you should meet him here the next day so that he can go over the battle.
Gotcha.
All right, so you guys are doing whatever. You have your advice from Grubon that we will be moving out tomorrow. Meet me here, and we'll head out. And then so you guys finish your food, you finish your drink. You guys go through. We'll just say for sake of brevity, you go through the full platinum piece of food and alcohol. So like good quality food and good quality alcohol. And you all wish Tauri well. Thrud, you kind of wave to the cat, and you swear for a second. It kind of like paws back at you. And you guys are free to do whatever. But you're not staying you're not staying here because you do still have rooms at the Pike Point.
Right.
Okay. So I'd like to turn to the group. So, and I'll like hold out the gold that I've got. So, Groupon say we should prepare. We acquire things with, what do you call this?
Gold,
Money.
silver, money,
Coin.
that too.
Anything really.
Can you show me where to use it? Where are traders? What do you think we will need? When I go hunting, usually bring plants for medicine. Any traders have those here?
Think we can find a couple. Me and Grom need to head back to the leather worker to pick up I believe there should be a couple around there as well.
I will follow you.
Pretty sure there was that lady who lived in the mushroom I drew that was the apothecary.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh.
So me and Grom are going to head down back to the leather worker.
I'll just come with you.
Anyone come with me to this apothecary?
Well, you guys are all heading to the same area. That's all within the market district.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are heading towards that, and Grom, Narb, and Narb for sure are going to Kathai in the leather.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anybody wants to join them, they're free to. If anybody wants to join Thrud in the apothecary, you're free.
I'll join them going to the army.
All right, so you guys we'll do the leather worker first. So you guys step in, and you see Kathai with his little glasses leaning over, and he's working on a new piece of hide. And as you enter and the bell rings, he kind of looks up and, yes, the Goliath friend, my orc friend, my bad.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. I swear, it's fine. It's a Monday. My orc friend and the gnome. Yes, you're here to pick up your piece, right?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. I have it. I just finished it this morning. And so he picks it up. He goes under the counter, picks it up, and lays it down on the counter. I hope this is to your liking. Did you ever tell him your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had introductions.
Good. I'm just, again, it's been a long time. I haven't had a chance to go through all the sessions yet,
good.
so.
No, I told you.
And also, while we're on that topic, do you remember how much?
What?
Was it a certain price to do this?
He said 2 gold.
2 gold. Good. Okay.
Because he said half the skull, half the price.
Good. Okay. So yeah. So he goes in and yes, Grom, and he motions for you to come closer, and he pulls it out and puts it on your shoulder and kind of fixes it, and it looks good. Like it is well done. For half the skull, it looks pretty damn. I hope this is to your liking.
Yes. It's shiny.
Well, I hate to be that man, but I would require my payment.
I want to hold up a handful of gold up to Narb because I need help.
So it was 2 gold, correct?
Yes, 2 gold.
So I'll go ahead and just grab 2 gold pieces and just hold it up to Grom to just show it to him. It's 2 gold for the thing. 2 gold pieces. Got it?
2. And I hand it to him.
Alright, so he'll take the 2 gold. Well, I certainly hope that it serves your purposes. And if you ever have any other leathers or hides that you would like treated, please bring them to me, and I will gladly take care of them for you.
Sounds good.
Thank you, friend.
No, thank you.
I believe with that, we'll be out our way.
Alright, so that's your guys'
Let's make-
unless...
Oh, hang on, Cody.
Oh, what?
Never mind. I'm sorry.
Didn't you say that you were gonna try and push some kind of leather care kit, whatever maintenance thing?
Oh, okay, so thanks for reminding me.
I
So,
forgot.
thanks for reminding me.
You can't forget what you didn't know, Marcus. This
So,
is something that he messaged me
F.
about.
He's here.
So essentially,
Rip.
as you're turning to leave, Grom, I do have something else.
Oh?
I will require a slight fee. It's not something I can give away, but it's a leather bound satchel, essentially, or not a satchel, but like in Western movies where they have like the rolled up thing for shave kits. It's like that rolled up mat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's that. So he rolls one of those out that's leather bound, and it's got all sorts of tools in it. You can use these to make small, minor repairs in your own leather. It's nothing like what I have to work with here, but it's something, and I figured I'd offer it.
Is it just for fixing, or can I make things?
You can make minor things. It's not a big setup like I've got here. You can make essentially what I'm getting at is you can make small leather pieces that don't actually add to your AC. It's just because that's what we had discussed, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's essentially that shoulder piece. You can make stuff like that.
Ooh.
For
make
this
your own
though, I
stuff,
will
girl.
require 3 gold.
I offer 1 piece of gold to help him pay.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And so it is, again, 3 gold. So Zelos is footed.
I put 1.
I know. You foot 1 gold. And so
Yep.
it's just.
Yeah, so I'll pass 2 more.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
Welcome back.
Okay, so you get your small leather workers kit. You can add that to your equipment. You are not proficient with it, just as a heads up. So if you're doing checks with it, it's without proficiency. Unless you decide to train yourself with it, which is something else entirely.
What did you acquire?
She has a small leather workers kit.
Okay.
Not something to make armor with, but something like her shoulder piece. She can make shoulder pieces. Like, she can make
I can make like
decorative...
little trinkets and shit.
Would it
Yeah,
be also good
exactly.
for, like, repairing, or?
Yep, it's also a small, like, slight repairs. It can fix minor tears, but if your leather is torn in half, bring it into Kathai.
Okay.
He's become our leatherworking friend.
Alright, and with that, I will bid you adieu. I must get to work on this piece. And he starts, again, working away at that. And so with that, Thrud, you head off to the apothecary. Ivan, I haven't heard from you, so what would you like to do?
I was actually gonna go just like kind of shopping around and just like see what stores there are.
Alright,
'Cause
sounds good.
That whole that shopping spree session.
Yeah, I will get back to you. I'll just deal with Thrud, and then
For
we
sure.
can do that. Okay. So Thrud, you approach the apothecary, and Alex and Torash join you, just because... Actually, no, Torash joins you. Alex will join you, Ivan. So Torash joins you, and you approach this big mushroom-shaped building, and you open the door, and it's just this like really elderly lady, like working away. There's plants growing everywhere. She's got a vat where she's throwing stuff in and mixing everything. And as you enter, she looks up and, oh, hello. Can I help you?
I think I'm gonna try and do like a voice for my character now. I'm gonna try and be kind of gruff if I'm allowed to do voices.
Yeah, that's fine. Like it's completely okay.
Looking for plants, going hunting. Need healing.
I can maybe sell you some of the individual plants, but a potion of healing is probably your best bet.
Do you have those too?
Plenty.
Can I see them?
So she'll pull out a tray of empty vials, and she's stirring in this pot, and then she takes the ladle out and fills each of the little vial or the vials that she has. And these ones are fresh. I just brewed this batch this morning.
How much for all of them?
So this is a tray of 8.
Oh shit.
So she looks at you. She looks at the vials. Hold on, sorry. 400.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh boy.
How many is that?
I'm gonna look at the gold in my hand, and I've got 6, and so I definitely don't think that equates. How much for one?
They sell individually for 50 gold.
Take another look.
I'll turn to Torash, show him like the 6 piece. Is this 50?
No, that's nowhere near 50, Thrud.
Oh boy, what the fuck do I do now? I didn't think potions are that expensive.
They are.
I mean, you could just ask, because she said she probably had the herbs or the ingredients to make them, but wants to sell you.
Do I know how to?
So you could try buying them.
Yeah.
Do you have an herbalism kit?
Holy shit! Yes, I do.
I do if you don't.
That's what druids. That's what druids are good at, man.
I'm sorry.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
You're learning.
So, but that's the thing, though. You have the herbalism kit, which means that you could ask for the individual herbs, and you could learn how to make it.
Well, maybe learn to make potions, not bad idea. Maybe we'll just buy herbs instead.
I don't really sell my herbs out individually, but may I ask what these potions would be for?
So I think for a second, and although I'm not great at this sort of thing, I kind of think maybe just based on how the others were acting, I probably wouldn't want to tell her about all the goblins going hunting just in case get injured.
Well, in that case, I can show you some of the herbs, and you can gather them while you're out.
That would be good too. Thank you.
So she'll bring out a tray, and on the tray, it's three piles of different herbs, and she gives you. She essentially just I have plenty, so she gives you one of each type. And now you have the framework for what the health potion, what a potion of healing is made of. It's a certain amount of these herbs, and she tells you need about 5 of each herb, and you need to brew them. They need to be fresh, and you need to brew them all together.
All together at once?
Yes, all 5 of each type at once.
Thank you very much for your help. I don't buy very often.
She's going to look at you, and because we had said that you look different from the usual Dragonborn.
Yeah, I kind of look a little more like crocodile.
Yeah, okay. So she looks at you, and well, I would expect nothing less from one of the primevals.
Usually just trade for goods. Don't need to worry about shiny.
It's quite understandable with your society.
I'm not entirely really understanding that it might be a complete insult, but I think from her tone, I understand, so I will not. Thank you for your help again. I'll turn around and walk away, I guess. I give her the herbs back, though. Yeah.
Okay, so is Thrud is just the name you've given yourself, correct? Like,
Yeah.
it's not it's just, like, because based on your stuff, that was a thing that you liked, so you called yourself that, right?
Yeah, I never really got a name, because like, my people kind of disappeared before I went through the ritual where I would be given my name.
Alright, and so, essentially, as you are turning to leave, you and Torash are on your way out, and she says, in basically fluent Draconic, "It was nice to meet you. I haven't seen one of your kind in quite some time."
Have you
Ooh, Ryan gets a backstory.
seen them before?
Aww.
A long time ago.
Where? How many?
It was near the mountains, before the Dreadscar came to be.
Do you know where they went?
The last I heard, they were held up within the mountain somewhere. I don't know the fate of them.
In the mountain.
In the mountains.
In the mountain. Well, I'll look up her and I'll give her a genuine attempt at, like, a smile to show her. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. What is your name?
Was not given my name before people disappeared. I call myself Thrud. This is the sound rocks make when hit head.
She kind of chuckles, and that they do, Thrud. That they do. And she will take one of the vials and extend it out to you.
Dope.
I'll take it. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. And if you run into a little goblin named Grubon, tell him I said hi.
Okay, will do.
And so you guys leave. You guys leave because Torash is Torash. And so Ivan, you have Alex with you.
Okay.
And
Sorry,
as I described,
quick question.
Oh.
So the healing, is there like an entry in the journal for just like healing potion, or just trying to add it to my inventory so I
a
don't
potion
forget?
of healing is essentially it's healing word times 2 is what it is. A potion of healing heals 2d4 plus 2 HP.
Okay, all right, thanks.
You
Alright.
you probably could drag it from the compendium in the
Yeah.
roll 20 into your inventory.
Alright, so Ivan, you have Alex following you, and as I described this area before, there are a few permanent buildings, such as the leather shop and the apothecary that looks like a big mushroom. But you also, like, there's a couple other buildings there. Like, you've got a blacksmithy, you've got a general store, and then you've got a lot of different stalls. Just like market stalls, like the Middle Eastern markets type thing.
Okay.
And some of them are mobile, and you'll notice that like there are cart tracks everywhere here. And it's not necessarily because there's a lot of cart traffic here. It's just that the people will up and move their stalls to like a better location or
Okay.
leaving town type thing.
Yeah.
get Jita's where if you have coin.
I do
Exactly.
have coin. I have like 4 gold.
Well, I mean, hey man, monks, they're rich in spirit, I
Yeah.
think. I think that's
Yeah.
how it works.
Something like that.
So essentially, you are peering around, and you do catch the eye, or you catch a glance of a gnome that looks kind of like he kind of looks at you, and then looks at Alex, and kind of immediately goes pale.
It's the boy.
The boy, and he
What?
has a mechanical donkey.
Ooh.
And that's not the first thing I noticed.
Oh, you know what? This is a perfect time for that scout line from Team Fortress 2. I've got a schematic for you. My ass.
So he, you
So
would
he
notice
just
the
looks at me and,
donkey.
like, looks terrified.
Yeah, well, he looks at Alex and looks terrified.
Oh man, I want to ask Alex what's up, but isn't Nick not here?
Nick isn't here, but I was DMing that session, so I know exactly what's going on.
Oh, okay. As long as it's not like moving forward with his character without him here.
No, it's
No.
just it's stuff that he was going to act on, and then just we never got back to it.
Well, it's just that Zealous was really forcing Alex to flirt with him to get information out of
okay.
him,
Yep, that's the
and he
one.
got super uncomfortable.
Alright, so
It
I'm just gonna point out
worked!
to Alex, like, that guy looks like he's staring at us. Like, do you know why?
So she answers back, "Oh yes, I was trying to persuade him to give us some things to help."
And that doesn't explain why he looks terrified.
I don't know, maybe he's just afraid of women.
No. Can I, like, do an insight check or something?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
Well,
She is being completely honest. As far as she's aware, that is why she thinks he's terrified.
that seems like a pretty terrible reason to be terrified, but it doesn't seem like a real problem. So let's just
Yeah, the gnome, the moment he sees you guys, he kind of, he does the wide-eyed thing, he's like, oh, and he goes to his donkey and starts whispering and hitches the cart, and then they start leaving.
I mean, good for them.
Um,
Does Alex need to talk to him more? I guess I should ask.
Honestly, she would be heading out, if anything, she would head over, talk to him, and because the deal was she was going to get something from him to help with the goblins, but just for brevity's sake, she goes over to the goblin, or to the gnome, and says, "Hey, we actually ended up not needing your help, so thanks anyways," and then leaves. Just for brevity's sake.
Okay, cool. That's dealt with.
Yep, that is
Should we go
dealt
to
with.
the blacksmith then?
Sure.
Just want to see if he has any upgraded monk weapon. And Cody, you were saying, with monks, you can do something that gets other weapons as monk weapons? Or is that one of those janky builds you will not permit me to use?
It's not a build that I won't permit you to use. What it is you be a Kensei monk. If you're a Kensei monk at level 3, you can choose other weapons to be your Kensei, to be your monk weapons. So
Okay.
as long as they're not heavy or two-handed, you can use them as a monk weapon. Because the original Kensei monk on Unearthed Arcana was broken, because you could choose any weapon, and so you could be swinging a greatsword with dexterity,
Yeah.
and it was amazing.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking in the handbook and I couldn't find anything on that.
Yeah,
That's
no, so
why
your
I asked.
starting monk weapons are short swords,
Longbows,
stabs,
staves.
just the basic stuff.
Okay.
I don't remember what weapon you have.
I just have a quarterstaff.
Okay, just a quarterstaff. Okay, gotcha.
It was just simple weapons, if I'm not mistaken, that monks can use.
Yes, it's simple weapons that they can use, but they also get access to.
Martial?
They can get martial weapons if they're a Ken.
That's it. Okay.
Okay. Then I guess I kind of want to just have a bow because I'm thinking of taking the stealth monk route, or see if maybe like a better monk weapon, or if he can like do a metal thing to put on the end of my staff so it does more damage.
Let's see. So yeah, Marcus, monks get access to simple weapons and short swords specifically.
Okay, neat. Okay.
Yeah, so that's just a base thing, but they can choose other weapons so long as they are not two-handed or heavy if they're akin.
Yeah, I think
And
I
the-
have
and the
long
only-
swords as well from being an elf.
Yeah, but technically that's not a monk weapon.
No, I'm just saying I have proficiencies with.
Yes, you have
I'm not
proficiency.
sure if
It's just the thing
Yeah.
where the reason you use monk weapons with the reason you want monk weapons as a monk is because the martial arts die you get
Yeah.
you can use in place of the weapons damage dice as long as it's a monk.
I think I just because I was like longsword doesn't sound right, but I think I just kind of rolled it in with my other proficiency, so I'm proficient. It's just not a monk weapon.
Yeah,
but
and I believe
bows
the
are.
the bows are actually also from elf.
Is it?
Yeah, your weapon proficiencies are simple weapons and short sword.
So does
So-
he have anything that would be better than my staff, or like?
So you walk into the blacksmith shop,
Yeah.
and it is so as you walk closer, the sign is covered in soot because the chimney, like where the sign sits, the chimney kind of the smoke blows out from.
Yep.
And getting closer, you see the sign, and it's called the Dragon's Gullet. And as you walk in, you currently see a red dragonborn hammering away on a piece of steel on an anvil. So he doesn't immediately hear you enter.
Plus, I'm graceful as hell.
Oh, exactly. So you walk into the blacksmith shop, and Alex is with you, and he's clanging away. And you hear him he stops hammering for a second, and he kind of stops, looks at the metal, picks it up. It's not hot enough yet. Puts it back down, and essentially fire breaths it, and then picks it up. That's good, and keeps going.
That's metal as fuck.
So yeah, after a while, after he's done hammering it, it takes him a few minutes. He holds it up, inspects it. This will pass inspections, and kind of sorts it off to the side. And he brushes his hands off on his apron, and he turns around and he kind of jumps because you two are in there, and he had no.
Sneaky.
Oh, can I help you two?
Yeah, I'm looking for something to replace my old walking cane.
Well, I should be. I mean, if you're looking for weapons, I should be able to find something for you.
I was actually wondering if you could do some custom work for me.
What did you have in mind?
An iron or steel pommel at either end of this staff. You know, make it nice and personalized.
Let me see. Sorry, I just want to pull up the actual weapon stats
Yeah, for sure.
here. In order for me to do something like that, I would still need a little bit of material, and I would need to take your staff to.
How much would it cost?
It's not. You're not asking for a full. Are you wanting this on one end or both?
Just the top, like where.
Okay, so like kind of like an actual cane type, like.
Yeah, but like
little
a bit.
bowl on the. Okay.
Like a big, nice walking stick.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. Well, what I can do is I will have to take the staff. It will take me maybe until tomorrow to finish. because I have to make sure that the metal is set. I have to make sure I don't burn the stick.
Of course, very reasonable.
I'll tell you what. You give me you give me 3 silver pieces, and I can custom fit it for you.
I think that sounds like a fair deal.
So, what we're gonna do for this is I need you to figure out like a way to keep track of this.
Of money?
Not money. Of this particular quarterstaff.
For sure.
Because the quarterstaff is versatile.
Okay.
So if you hold it, if you use it with 2 hands, it's already a 1d8.
Oh,
So-
okay. I did not know that about quarterstaffs.
Yep. If you wield it with 2 hands, it becomes 1d8.
Okay.
What I'm going to say is we're going to give this particular end similar to a great club.
Okay.
So this particular end, when striking with it, is it will be 1d8, versatile 1d10. All right. So yeah, he'll take the staff and he'll is there any particular design you wished for this?
I didn't even think of that. Yes, but I don't really know how to describe it, so I'll just do it later so as not to take up too much time.
That's fine. Yeah, you can just message me and it'll be... You can just message me later because we're just going to be jumping here pretty soon to whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, so if that's everything, well, that would be... Yes, I said 3 silver, correct?
Yeah.
Alright,
On debit, please.
on debit. Oh, of course. Let me just get out Yieldy debit machine.
Bless.
Do
And-
you have chip?
So he goes behind
Does
the
it tap?
counter. He goes behind the counter
Maybe.
and grabs nothing and holds his hand out for coins.
And I hand him 3 silver.
Fantastic. This transaction was a success. And then he pockets. And it will be ready for you first thing tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
So, yeah, if that's it for everybody. You guys can head back towards the Pike Point, just because that's where y'all have been staying lately, and that's probably where you'd all...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you return
Yeah, I
to the
got
Pike
nothing
Point.
to do.
Yeah, you return to the Pike Point, and you find Cecil working. After your guys' shopping trips, it's only been about another hour or so. It's middle of the afternoon. It's probably around 2 o'clock at this point. Like, you guys have, like, the rest of the day to do nothing. You guys have, like, you can do whatever. Or else we can just kind of skip to you guys eating food and then resting for... Unless there's things you wish to discuss with people.
I don't really got anything.
I still have no idea what's going on.
I mean, we can always do a
Yeah.
quick bar fight before we go sit down.
Quick, what now?
Bar fight.
No.
Torash ain't playing.
So,
we should probably inform Cecil of what's happening.
alright. So you guys are free to do that however you want.
Are you guys okay if I get ready to head to bed?
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go right ahead, buddy.
yeah, guys.
Ryan, I'm going to message you something and just let me know. Just answer that for me before you go.
Am I in trouble?
No.
Yes.
I just need something from you for Thrud.
Okay. And I guess for like the rest of the session, he doesn't really have anything at the moment particularly. He'll probably just kind of follow the group around and then go eat when it's time to eat because he likes food.
Same.
Same.
And just answer that. Just answer that in the private thing. All right. So while he's doing that for me, so yeah, you guys are free to explain this to Cecil. How?
The only way I probably would have saying is just we have a problem with. Tell him that we have a problem with goblins coming in. Gruben's gonna help us out. Let's call him Gruben. And we are preparing for a fight tomorrow.
Like,
And
fighting
also Zealous
tomorrow?
kissed Gruban.
Wonderful. So, wait. So, there's a fight tomorrow. Like, what kind of fight tomorrow?
Really big fight. We're gonna go fight off the goblins that are apparently potentially gonna attack the town.
Did he give you estimates? Like,
Nope.
how many goblins? Nothing. Oh, wonderful.
It don't matter. It's goblins. They're easy.
We all good, Cody?
Okay.
Pardon?
Are we all
Yeah.
good?
Well,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah. No, you're right. You're right, Narb. They're
Alright.
just goblins.
Okay.
So thank you for that,
Doesn't-
Ryan, and
No
I will
worries.
see you. I will see you later.
Yes, this is fun, guys.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Take care.
Yeah, no.
Right, just
I would-
dozens on dozens of goblins, and there's what? 8 of us?
And Grubon. And whatever he's got
Yeah,
planned.
he's got like a
And two of his-
glowing sword,
He
man. We're
has
good.
2 friends.
Oh? What are they like?
They can fight.
You saw them fight?
I saw them.
They look
Okay.
like fighters.
They look like pretty good fighters. One of them
Alright.
is moderately demonic.
Oh, like a tiefling? Cody, what
Yeah.
color was the tiefling?
Wow. That's so prejudicial.
No, sorry, no. They would recognize its darker skin, dark red, but ashen gray horn.
Alright. So that would be the same one I saw earlier, of course.
It would be the same one you saw earlier, yes.
Okay. Huh. And there was an elf with them, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm guessing Grubon is, strategizing.
Potentially. He has a better idea of what we're about to fight. We'll meet up with
Yeah.
him tomorrow at the, what was it, Dew Point?
Dewdrop.
Dewdrop? I literally just combined both the fucking places together there.
Whatever.
The mbop.
No worries.
The pike drop.
The pike drop.
Alright. Huh. Yeah, that's definitely a favorable situation. Well... whatever.
It's fine, it's fine. They're just goblins.
Yeah,
Squishy.
I'm sure they are. I don't want to know what goblins feel like.
Squishy.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Ask Thrud, he ate one.
I'm not gonna ask Thrud. I don't want to know what they're like.
I
Suit
cut
yourself.
one in half.
I believe it. You look like you could cut a lot of things in half.
Squish.
Huh. I'm
That
gonna
makes me
turn
so
to I guess anybody else in our party. So I'm guessing Panther reacquaintance went well.
Easily. No troubles.
Besides
Quite so nice.
Grubon.
Grubon's not trouble. He's a friend.
He's within like 10 minutes of getting to him, he made us in debt to him. Of meeting him, he made us in debt
No.
to him. Yes?
No, he didn't.
He lent us a hooded lamp.
And how is this in debt when we paid it back?
Well,
Which I
Yeah,
will also
we literally
remind the
gave it
party.
back.
You guys have not yet given him the lamp.
I actually was trying to. I think I said earlier we tried to give it back to him when.
I
I'm pretty
only
sure-
heard. I only heard the medallions. I only heard
Fuck.
the medallion. So you guys actually
Good.
still have his lamp.
that's on Alex then. She can give that back to him.
Nope, she wasn't in charge of the lamp.
I thought we gave it back to her because she was supposed to give it back and get the scroll.
Grom
No,
technically
she
holds
was.
it.
She was in this for the medallions because Grubon asked for the medallions for this.
No.
It's fine. We'll just remember to hand it off to him after we meet up again tomorrow.
I mean, to be fair, there was no like time limit to his thing. He just wants it back. Like, it's not like, give it back to me by this time or I'm going to shish kebab you. It was just, hey, give me back my lamp, please.
True. Very true.
So did we decide who actually had it? Was it me? Because I don't have it written down.
I believe you were the last person to pick it
I just know that I had it when we were on the far side there, just because I knew I couldn't cover enough distance to catch the last goblin.
We'll just say, for all intents and purposes, Thrud had it.
Okay.
Okay.
And Thrud was too busy with the cat and eating to give the lamp.
Fair enough.
So,
Fair.
reasonable.
So I'm guessing
Sounds
at
like
this
Thrud.
point, Thrud's holding up the lantern. Great. So we're still indebted to him.
It's
Wonderful.
fine.
And
I mean,
now we're gonna
All
go.
we just
shed
gotta do is
blood.
just like give it back. Wouldn't come
Yeah,
at like debt. We just
still.
have borrowed a thing.
I don't consider anything borrowed from a goblin really borrowed without consequence. I'm expecting there to be interest, and I'm pretty sure this fight is it.
We already fought for him once, so like, does it really matter?
Yeah, whatever. We're doing the thing. Fighting goblins
Hell
Dying
yeah,
for
that's
some
what
weird-
we're known for so far.
and bear misting.
Oh, that's true. That's probably more notable.
So you guys spend a good portion of the you guys. I'm just gonna say for brevity's sake, because you guys have done everything that you need to, or that you really want to. You guys spend the rest of the day sitting down, discussing plans. If you guys want to do anything else, you can message it to me, and I can whatever. But yeah, it's the way I was gonna do it is y'all have a nice eve, y'all have a good day. Figure out exactly what you're going to do to approach this. Discuss the Grubon situation, and then probably fast forward, eat dinner, and then rest because you've got a big day tomorrow.
We sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting an unknown number of goblins.
It's fine.
So, as you guys, so yeah, we'll just do that then. If there is something you would like to do for the rest of the day, because again, it is only like 2:00. You are free to discuss that. You can message it to me, and I'll just work it in if it's feasible. As for dinner, Tom comes by and drops some food off for you, and then gives you your. You guys go up to your rooms, and you retire for the evening.
Beauty.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right, so the next day, those of you that have things you would like to do, so probably, Jensen, you
Go get my weapon.
Ivan, you want to go get your fancy stuff.
Hell
So
yeah.
just figure out what you want the little head to look like, and
Yeah,
then
I've been looking
for
for
right now, it's formless, and just message it to me, and that's just how it'll look for me.
All right.
So, you go pick up your weapon. You gave him the 3 silver already.
Yep.
And so you show up to the shop, and yes, there you are. I just finished. I hope this is to your liking.
It should do nicely, thank you.
You're quite welcome. It was an interesting task. I've never actually done this type of thing to a staff. Just do be careful, seeing as how it's attached to wood. Continued use may cause it to break.
Alright, I'll be careful.
So yeah, essentially, it'll be one of those things where if you consistently crit fail with it, it'll probably snap off the end.
Alright.
Ooh.
items.
Ooh.
Just as a trade-off for modifying the
Oh, yeah,
weapon
for
instead
sure.
of buying a new one. So yeah, it's relatively stable. Just be careful.
I will. Thanks for the warning.
You're quite welcome. And with that, actually, give me a quick perception. All right. So as you're leaving the blacksmith shop,
Mhm.
you do it's kind of tucked away, but that same symbol that was on the medallions,
Yep.
the coffin with the dragon skull in the middle of it,
Mhm.
it's on a shield with a thin layer of dust covering
Like in the shop?
in his shop.
I would like to, like, not just outright ask about it, just like tell him like, oh, the design on this shield is interesting.
Oh, it certainly is. It was a commission months ago. They never came to pick it up.
Really, who designed that? I might like them to figure out what I engrave on my palm.
Well, I'm trying to remember the name. Some weird dwarven fellow. I can't place him right now. Kalgar?
Does that name mean anything to me? I've missed some sessions.
You've missed some sessions,
Kalgar?
but essentially the party has been on the trail of a bounty for
Or what? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I let go of the thing too early. The party has been chasing a bounty for a dwarf named Klugar the Black and Ash,
Okay.
and the name is close enough that you can probably piece it.
Yeah, especially with the fact that there's the symbol, and that's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
exactly.
Okay. Did he pay for it already?
Yes, he did. He paid for it, and then just left it. He never came back for it.
Well, I'm actually looking for him, so maybe I could bring it to him.
Yes, he's wanted now, isn't he?
Sure is.
When I commissioned that for him, I will admit I got a lot of flack from the townspeople here. I wasn't aware that he was wanted. I had moved my shop. I started this shop up just recently at that point, and he had come in all hooded and everything, made the commission, paid in full, and left.
Well, I'm sure you didn't know at the time.
Certainly not. If I had known who it was, I would have turned him in that right then and
Well, if it'll help your public face, and then I wouldn't mind taking the shield and giving it to one of my partners. I think the irony of taking him down while using it would not be lost on.
Well, I don't see why not. You can take the shield with you. I mean,
I'm just like I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to see if anyone in the
it's kind of a special commission. The shield is it's not so much usable as decorative. That was the weird part.
I mean, I can still get rid of it if it'll help you, like, with your popularity in the town.
Oh, my business hasn't been too bad. Everybody, I did get quite a bit of flack, but it cleared up once they heard my story.
Can I like try to see if there's anything like off about the shield, or if it really is just a decoration?
Yeah, you can investigate the shield if you so desire.
Is that investigation or
Investigation, yeah, specifically because you're looking at it and like looking to see what's going on with it.
Oh, that's not great.
Oh shit, you have a negative int.
I
Eh?
do, yeah.
Okay, so you
Not
go up
smart.
you go up to the shield, and it's nothing like because based on backstory stuff, you know what a shield is. Like,
Oh,
you know the weight of a shield.
Yeah.
This is about a third of that weight.
Hmm.
It is a third of the weight and quite small. It's almost buckler-esque, but still in the classic shield shape.
Okay. Well, there's something not quite right about it, so I'm gonna take it back to my party and have a look at it if that's okay with the blacksmith.
I mean, I guess it's not something that I'm. It's technically still mine. I do like the piece. It was a really good bit of work, but I do get the occasional stare. That's why it's been tucked away. If you would rather take it, I'm sure you could figure it out. I'm sure you could figure out what's going on with it.
It might be useful to our quest, so.
Why not? I don't see any harm in that.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, you take that. You have your stick with the pommel of to be determined.
Yep.
The best looking pommel, by the way.
Oof.
And
That's a good name, though.
exactly.
TBD.
And so you meet up with the party, and because again, you're an elf, so you've got that 4-hour meditation bullshit.
Oh yeah. I just nap.
Yeah, so you're awake. You're kind of walking around the town, and by the time you get back, and you've already kind of gotten breakfast out of the way, this is the last day that Tom is covering for you guys. He says that to you specifically because you're awake.
Yeah.
This is the last day I'm covering for you. I appreciate what you did at the fair, but I can't do it all the time. So as you guys are getting ready to leave, I will have to cut you off of the free services. Blah blah blah.
Of course.
So he gets
You and
breakfast.
one overstay are welcome.
He gets breakfast ready for you guys, for you, and then the rest of your friends. And you all, as you wake, you all go downstairs and eat your breakfast. And if you'd like to discuss anything,
I can tell everyone I found this.
Oh shit, that's
this,
a good breakfast.
yum breakfast. It's a shame you're not making it.
Yeah. The breakfast went well. It's gonna be a good day.
Breakfast
Nobody-
went well.
Nobody died during breakfast.
Ivan,
That
what the
you
heck is
know.
that?
What in the world did you try to roll?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
All
So,
right.
that's safe.
No one's dying during breakfast. Yet.
So, you guys, yeah, you eat breakfast, and yeah, you guys are free to discuss.
Alright, nothing.
I'm gonna show the party the shield I found at the blacksmith.
And that has the same
Hey
symbol on it
guys.
as like
Yep,
Yeah,
it's got the
but-
same symbol.
as Black and Dash dude.
Yep, it's got the same symbol as the dragon skull coffin. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the blacksmith said he had it commissioned as more of a decorative piece than functional. I thought maybe
Okay.
he had a reason.
Can I
Um,
can I handle it for a second?
1 sec. I'm doing something here. This is Thrud. No, this is Torash. Another negative int boy.
Oh,
Holy shit, Torash, that's bad. And now Thrud. Another negative int. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
Only-
goodness, there you go.
only two members of the party don't have negative int.
So as you pull the shield out, it is made of a black material, and it's made out of a black material, and the dragon. Oh no, sorry, I've got it backwards. It's made of a green material, and the dragon coffin skull is all set in black. And Torash looks at it, Thrud looks at it, and he grabs it from your hand, and he's examining it. And in his broken way of speaking, he holds it up to his arm. This scale.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's made from green material.
interesting.
It is made from green material with a black inlay.
If it's a scale. Ah, shit.
I was gonna say, I'm really, really bad at investigation apparently, so I didn't even notice it was green.
Well, you would have known it was green. That's my bad for not saying that. So
Okay.
sorry, but
No worries.
it is green, but with a low investigation, it's like, wow, that's a really weird metal.
Like, odd. Okay. So, how is this dwarf getting his hands on dragon scale?
Thrud looks exceptionally concerned. Specifically because it's a green scale.
Does it match, like, his color?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
green.
He's a green dragon.
Oof.
Or green dragonborn.
Oof.
Doesn't exactly fit him, though.
No, it is much bigger than his scales. But still, as a green dragonborn, he does not like
Aren't green dragonborns like... Actually, let me roll history to see if I know this. Yes, I know green dragons are historically chaotic beings. Or are they evil? I can't remember. Cody, is that correct?
Chromatic dragons are servants of Tiamat and therefore are most generally evil. Like chaotic evil.
Lit. Anyway, the blacksmith, like, I don't know, did he have this on hand, or did, because, like, if the dwarf, what's his name? The guy we're hunting?
Klugard.
If Klugard had this, that's concerning. If the blacksmith had it, that's, I guess, less concerning. Should we go question that boy?
Because this isn't a material that, like, this isn't something that a normal blacksmith would have access to, simply because it's not metal.
Wait.
That's why it felt so light.
Okay.
Like, it's hard, but it's not as, like, the same amount of steel would still be heavier, simply because if a dragon's scales were that heavy, it would have much more difficulty flying.
But steel is heavier than feathers.
But steel is heavier than feathers.
Gosh.
So
Okay,
yeah,
well,
you guys are holding a carved dragon scale.
lit.
Shit.
Ooh.
Huh.
You know who may know something about it? Maybe Groupon could tell us something. You know.
I wouldn't doubt that Groupon could tell us something about this, but I think we could just sell it to him. It's worth more to him than it is to us.
Is it?
Well, I
You
mean,
know this.
can you use a shield, Narb? You're the only person that this would really fit.
This is not a shield that can be used. Again, this is more of a decorative piece.
It's something we should hold on to because
Something
we
that
might find a use.
Usually displayed as, like, a trophy type thing.
Yeah, like I'm assuming like this world's equivalent of like mounting like a deer head on the wall.
Essentially. It would be akin to, like, sometimes people have, like, those glass-paned family crests type thing.
Yeah.
It would be akin to that. It's a trophy that you hang and look at. It's not something that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna protect myself.
Well, I don't think... Can barbarians even use shields?
Yes, they
It's not
can.
a shield.
Yes.
you
They in
use them.
fact, they can still get their unarmored bonus from using a shield.
I've never
We
heard
sure
of a
can.
barbarian using a shield, though. So
If
I
you
just
want a
assumed-
really tanky barbarian, you max out Dex and Con and give them a shield and just, yeah.
And you just won't hit us.
And also be Path of the Bear totem, and you just take half damage from everything except Psychic.
Damages, bitches.
Yup. Anyways, so yeah, you have this decorative looking dragon scale.
Alright, let's hold on to it.
Yeah.
I just tuck it in my satchel.
Sounds good.
We do
So-
know, we do know that this is part of Klugar.
I mean, this is the same symbol that's been on literally everything. Did I say that there was a specific symbol with the Blackened Ash family? Because I can't.
I believe so.
No, I don't remember it.
I'll have to go through the videos, but as far as... I mean, this is important because this is a symbol you've literally been seeing all over them.
I want to say you've mentioned it.
Yeah.
I probably did, and I will have to... I'll fix stuff if that does come up. I'll just look through the videos at some point and fix.
Yeah, I'll check as well.
But yeah, so essentially, you guys have an appointment. It's time to visit the Gobbo.
Hey.
Oh boy. And I don't technically work for the Pike Point anymore, so
Nope.
I
You
don't
gotta
have
fight
conflicting
goblins
interests.
and you're unemployed.
So, you guys make your way to the Dewdrop, and sitting inside, at the same table that you guys met at yesterday, is Grubon and Calthril and, where did I write his name down? It was...
Xenoxis.
That's it, sorry,
Yeah.
Xenoxis.
I wrote it down.
Good, thank you. I appreciate that. I had of it written down, but I'm like going through like the internet and Discord and like maps, and I'm like, where did it go?
That's a lot of stuff.
Yes. So Xenoxis and Calthril and Grubon are sitting at the same table that you guys were at yesterday. Grubon looks up, and he's not wearing his face mask. And in place of his right eye is a blue crystal. And he looks at you. He looks at you guys as you enter. Are you ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
I can hear you.
Oh, hey, real quick, can we say that Thread has returned the lamp?
Oh, yes. Thrudble forgot to give your lamp.
Dope.
And Grubon, thanks. I was hoping I wouldn't have to charge you for it. And then Thrud also mentions the apothecary. And he said, and Grubon, it's good to see she's still kicking. Give me a quick minute. So he goes for a while, and you are now sitting at the table alone with Calthril and Zanok. And they're just kind of, sitting there, kind of eyeing you up and down, not really sure what to do. If you guys will give me, anybody that cares wants to give a perception.
I can do that.
Sure.
I'm pretty good at perception.
Fuck. That's what I get for rolling 2 20s in a row.
No, sir.
So, Ivan, you pick it up. But this is a dark red skinned tiefling. But his horns are unusually, light. Like, the horns usually match the skin. But if you look at the horns, they're ashen gray in color. And looking at them closely, you actually see that there's writing carved into them.
Okay.
I don't believe you speak Abyssal, do you?
No.
Does
I
it...
just so happen to not.
Oh, wow. Well, fantastic.
Shockingly enough.
So you're the only one that sees it, because you're the only other person that rolled for it, but you can't understand what it's saying. And if you look at his face, his eyes are really sullen and sunken, and just they look weathered, and his eyes are gray.
Okay.
And so Xenoxis speaks up. He produces a book and puts it on the table. It's just a black and purple, it's a black and purple leather-bound book. And he looks at you guys and, are any of you casters here?
Two
Spellcasters.
You would be
Hey,
zealous.
Elbow Alex.
And
Yes.
yeah, there's
You
somebody who's been
throw-
bitching for Fireball for forever.
Yes, Alex, Thrud, and the Bard would technically be spellcaster.
Yeah.
Technically me too, but not yet.
So no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no.
So essentially, he looks at you through. He looks at the three indicated, and look, we're going into something that could get ugly. I want to make sure you're well aware of that. And you three, stand by me. I will do what I can to keep you safe. As Calthril pipes up. Come on, man. You can't put the entire team on your shoulders like that. They gotta learn to fight for themselves too, you know.
I'm surprised Grubon's allied himself with such, non-selfish individuals.
Groupon's
I'm
not
not.
selfish. He lent you a lantern, remember?
Yeah, he didn't
That's
even
not
charge
selfish at
anything.
all.
Yeah, he was even giving out smooches and shit.
He also keeps going.
Yeah, he gave out free kisses.
For their own selfish goals.
So, Kyle Thrill. So the rest of you fight up close.
We sure do.
Yes.
Yep.
I use it
Alright.
though sometimes.
Well, and he looks at you. All right, we'll see ya. And he looks at the rest of you and he mentions to all of you, just whatever you do, stay out of my way. I don't want to accidentally use one of my arrows on you accidentally.
So keep a clear line of sight.
That's what I'm asking.
Easy enough.
Good, so we understand each other.
I don't want an arrow in my back, especially from an ally, so
Fantastic. And he goes to shake your hand.
I'm
Oh.
gonna be a pincushion again.
The name's
gonna
Cal.
I got the heels. I'll remember this.
As Grubon said, I'm Kyle Thrill. I've been with him for quite some time. I only ever get called up when he really needs something taken care of.
I'll reach my hand out to shake his and say, I'm Narb. We only just met. Grubon, I know we can trust him already.
He takes a bit of warming up, but he's genuinely a decent individual.
That's what
Yeah.
my gut tells me.
I'd be more inclined to agree if I couldn't still taste that bastard on my lips.
I heard about that. It was quite the sight.
It's the gayest thing I heard all day.
That was one of the funniest things I've seen him pull. I do hope your ego's not too bruised, Bar.
That'd take more than that to phase me. Agreed.
Fantastic. Well, I do think that today this assault we should strike rather true, I believe. And as he finishes that, Grubon walks back into the dewdrop, and he approaches the table and he sets a sack down on the table. I talked to my friend at the apothecary. I got one for each of you. Except you, Thrud, you already got yours. And there's a potion of healing for everybody.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit,
I'm gonna
nice.
go-
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
She's an old friend of mine. A lot of the people in this town are. Believe me, you've been around as long as I have, you make a lot of friends. Sometimes even romantic ones. And he looks at Zelos and winks and gives little smoochy faces.
I saw that coming.
Jackass.
Hey, come on, it was all in good fun.
You did still get a kiss from our other friend.
Alright, well, we've been here long enough. We gotta set out.
Hey, Grubon,
What?
you have any idea what the numbers are looking like?
I haven't been there in quite some time. But, carry the two, she
Bad.
sleeps around, we're looking at maybe 40 combatants.
Figured
Oh yeah.
Easy enough.
11 people. Goblins.
Stop your math.
Shut up. Yeah,
Just-
I don't like the odds. Three
Never
cast-
tell me the odds. You being all Harrison Ford like should know that.
All
Just because
right.
I look like him doesn't mean I am.
Look.
Each of us would have to kill about 10.
Stow your
no.
fear. It's now or
Doesn't quite
never.
check out, but sure.
All right. So we're gonna be spending the day trekking up to the camp. If we make it there tonight, that would be preferable. I assume most of you have dark vision.
I sure do.
No?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right. I forgot most of you don't have dark vision. Ha! This is
Yeah.
gonna be real good.
Hey!
This will be fun.
TPK, folks. TPK.
The barbarians are gonna be okay.
Hey, I got dark vision.
The Darbarians, fuck. The Barbarians
Excuse
and the Bard are going to be fine.
And Ivan, because he's an elf.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, man, it's lit.
So our front line's pretty good.
Alright, well, in that case, let's start the trek. And as he says, alright, good night, Seth.
That's it.
Good night, Seth.
So as he gets up, he starts to he pulls out the blue crystal from his eye and he shines it on his shirt and then pops it back in. All right, let's get ready. And essentially, he leads you out to the trees, and you guys will begin the trek to the goblin camp next week.
Hey, Cody.
Yeah.
That is me.
Before we completely sign off, can I take, like, a glance at Grubon's eye when he takes it out?
Sure. You can look at it because he's not giving it. Oh, no, it would be perception because investigation would be you handling.
Yeah, sure. Even fucking worse.
F.
I mean, not yeah, sure. That's what investigation is. Yeah, no, it's just a blue ball of fancy, and then he pops it back into his eye. And you guys head out to the tree line, and we will pick up next week with you guys attempting to get to the goblin camp in one piece.
I had a feeling it wasn't going to be that easy.
All right, and like I said, with that, we will pick it up again next week.